updated.
It doesn't even have shields.
There are tasks to be completed. Move along.
This is if you don't do maintenance. I told them. Whoever designed the wiring here must have been a cryptarch.
This is not a combat zone. Move along.
On light. Then we've got disruption break. Breaking an enemy shield with a weapon make.
Let me see.
Makes them more vulnerable to kinetic damage. Fresh, where killing combatants with the weapon generates a small amount of super energy. Could be pretty good if that bonus is working properly. But also Swashbuckler, where the weapon gains increased damage from melee kills and kills with the weapon. Unrelenting, where rapidly defeating targets triggers health regeneration. And then Dragonfly, where precision kills create an elemental damage explosion. There are definitely a lot of very PvE focused bonuses on the weapon. Kinda wish we had some other physical scope options on the gun. But for the Palindrome, it is an adaptive frame hand cannon. In the barrels it can roll chambered compensator, arrowhead break, corkscrew rifling, extended barrel, and then fluted barrel, full bore, hammer forged rifling, polygonal rifling, and small bore. The magazine can get extended mag, alloy magazine, appended mag, armor piercing rounds, high caliber rounds, or ricochet rounds, and then it's got flared magwell and light mag. We should mention also, Palindrome is going to deal void damage, so also an energy weapon. But the trait slots can get subsistence, quick draw, overflow, killing wind, bottomless grief, or outlaw. Definitely a few good options in there. And the second trait slot can see one for all. Fresh, unrelenting, rampage, rangefinder, as well as high impact reserves. So I'd say that's a decent mix of PvE and PvP potential bonuses. Once again, let us know what you think. And of course there is the Swarm, a high impact frame arc machine gun. And for the barrels you can get arrowhead break, chambered compensator, corkscrew rifling, extended and fluted barrel, and then full bore, hammer forged rifling, polygonal rifling, or small bore. You can also get accurized rounds, appended mag, tactical mag, extended mag, steady rounds, alloy magazine, and flared magwell, with the trait bonuses being killing wind, outlaw, bottomless grief, dynamic sway reduction, and surplus in the first slot, and then Zen moment, slideways, tap the trigger, one for all, dragonfly, and vorpal weapon in the second slot. And so that gives us kind of a picture of what the weapons can potentially roll, and give us your thoughts down below, guys. It's certainly cool to have some new weapons populating the Nightfall Ordeal playlists. And so there we go, I just wanted to clarify a few things about how these weapons drop, as well as a look at the perk rolls and shadow price this week. I do also have a video from yesterday that lists all of the potential bonuses for the new Nightfall weapons as well, so that one will be linked in the description box below. And as always, give us any of your thoughts on the weapon or the new season down in the comment section. If you've enjoyed this one, a rating very much helps us out on the channel.
Whirlwind
for now, I appreciate you tuning in, and hope you have an awesome
like
day.
you don't even know if you're gonna stab your foot or not when you do that. Let's see. Open up that package.
In the mid-17th century, an alliance unlike any that had ever been seen before began to form between Native American Seminole tribes and escaped black slaves. The Black Seminoles were a group of freedmen and runaway slaves living in Florida since as early as 1689. Yet, despite the fact that their pairing changed the course of American history, the Black Seminoles were, for the most part, forgotten about. So, today, we're going to tell you some things you never knew about the alliance between Seminole Indians and escaped slaves. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to the Weird History channel and let us know in the comments below what other Native American or Black history topics you would like to hear about. Alright, pack up the car. We're going to Florida. In the late 1600s, Spanish settlers in Florida were in the middle of a serious conflict with the British residents of Carolina, an area which consisted of modern-day Georgia, as well as North and South Carolina. As a result, they needed a fort that could act as a buffer to protect them. So, in 1681, Fort Mose was founded, just north of St. Augustine. With so many escaped slaves seeking freedom in Spanish Florida, the settlers decided that the fort should be run by 3 black men. In total, 38 men ran the fort and established what is now recognized as the very first all-black town in North America. When Florida was later ceded to Britain in the Paris Treaty of 1763, the freedmen were no longer welcome. Many were forced to flee to the Seminole Nation, thus beginning the Seminole Nation's alliance with the Black Seminoles. The relationship between the Black Seminoles and the Native Seminoles was, to say the least, complicated. The two groups were partners of chance who joined together as a team when it was
It's
to
a
their
lot
benefit
cooler.
and parted ways when it wasn't.
Hi.
They shared much of their respective cultures with one another and
What's
further
going
unified
on?
themselves by practicing intermarriage over the generations. They were also one of the first American communities to navigate the murky waters of joining 2 different ethnic groups, something that would become a bit of a motif in American history. While they weren't recognized for it back then, today's scholars are finally beginning to acknowledge the important strides that these 2 very different groups made by joining together. The home of the Seminole Nation has changed many times and spans across several states and countries. After the War of 1812,
I think the only thing I
Native
like
Black
is the cape
Seminoles moved from
and the helmet whenever it doesn't
to the
have the
southern
thing.
and central areas of the state. They were doing their best to get away from encroaching white settlers, which turned out to be a prudent decision. In the early 1820s, a large group even
I
had
like
to
the
escape
cape.
to the Bahamas. After the Second
What
Seminole
cape is the
War,
one
which
that
ended
I'm
in
using?
1842,
That,
many
this one.
Seminoles and escaped slaves were removed to yet another new territory in Oklahoma. However, others chose a different path and ended up in Texas and northern Mexico. Around 1816, General Andrew Jackson, the future 7th President of the United States, was charged with the forced removal of any runaway slaves who were being sheltered by the bands of Black Seminoles. To accomplish this task, he adopted a strategy that mostly consisted of the burning and raiding of Seminole villages. These attacks, as you probably aren't surprised to learn, quickly became the catalyst for the
Make
first
a
major conflict
regular
between the white settlers and the Seminole
party real
Nation.
quick.
Although the Black Seminoles
We've
fought
been
back,
online
Jackson
just a
captured the
few
Spanish-held
minutes.
cities of Pensacola and St. Marcos.
Just gonna start a party with.
Sovereign Spanish rule in Texas. From 1835 to 1842, the Seminole Nation once again found themselves waging a brutal war against the white settlers who wanted their land. As it happened, the land that had been granted to them by the United States as a reservation turned out to be very desirable to the landowners looking to expand their operations. Not realizing how valuable the land was when they gave it away, the settlers demanded it back, and the resulting conflict was absolutely devastating. Not wanting to leave their home, the Seminole tribes fought back against the Indian Removal Act. It was a costly war for the United States, with estimates of the expense ranging between $40 and $60 million.
You're alive, Guardian.
Today would be well over $1 million.
I know
Expansion
you'll
is
use
a
this
mighty
well.
fine thing. Sure, we gotta grow, but not at the expense of the things this country was founded to protect.
Many, if not most, scholars, including those who focused on African American studies, surprisingly overlooked the significance of the Seminole Uprising for a long time. For nearly 150 years, it was all but forgotten, as most history books focused on the role of the native Seminole fighters rather than on the escaped slaves and the black Seminoles who fought alongside them. From 1835 to 1838, roughly 385 to 465 runaway slaves and 500 to 800 black Seminoles fought alongside their native Seminole counterparts in the Second Seminole War, forming an even stronger alliance, one that would eventually win them their freedom. On May 28, 1830, President Andrew Jackson signed the Indian Removal Act. It still took officials a number of years to actually evict the Seminoles from the land. Many other tribes from across the American Southeast were also forcefully relocated into an area west of the Mississippi that became known as Indian Territory. The Seminoles, however, were marched to New Orleans.
Oh yeah,
They were
can't wait
placed
till
on
I
a
get
boat that
this.
would take them to their new land at Fort Gibson. Having been promised their freedom if they went along, a group of 250 Seminoles, including a large number of black Seminoles, agreed to the terms of their journey.
The lowest classes of white people are flogging the Cherokees with cowhides, hickories, and thugs. We are not safe in the house.
After the Second Seminole War, white plantation owners quickly realized that it wasn't going to be in their best interest to admit that they were defeated by black rebels. In an attempt to appease both sides, the black members of the rebellion were granted their freedom, and the incident was purposefully swept under the rug of American history. Although slaves had been granted their freedom in other situations, this was the only time before the Civil War where freedom was granted to runaway slaves. When slavery was still being practiced in the southern United States, the plantation owners' grip on power was paramount. Plantation owners had to maintain their control over slaves to ensure the continuation of their businesses and the lifestyles that they had established for themselves. This dynamic plays a large role in explaining why the escaped slaves who fought in the Second Seminole War were largely forgotten in history. It was in the plantation owners' interest to downplay any occurrences of slave rebellion, particularly those that were successful, so that other captives wouldn't try it themselves. A system of euphemisms was used in newspapers to get the story out, without any African Americans realizing what had happened.
What people don't know is that enslaved people always resisted, always fought for their freedom.
Born in 1812, and also known as Juan Caballo, John Horace was a black Seminole who grew up among the Oconee Seminole. As a boy, he learned to hunt and fish and became proficient with both bows and arrows and rifles.
Our inventory is stocked.
In contrast to many of his contemporaries, John also learned to read and write in several languages. He is known to have a working knowledge of Spanish, English, and the Hichiti tongue, spoken by the Oconee. Among other things, he would go on to lead the largest slave uprising in American history during the Second Seminole War. He also met two presidents, was an advisor to multiple Seminole chiefs, and later served as a distinguished officer in the Mexican military. Toward the end of his life, he led his people from Florida to northern Mexico, where he provided them with a safe place to live.
I don't know where my uncle finds
today.
those things.
John Horace led an incredible life by anyone's standards.
Alright, so my lowest one would be the cape, and then arms.
The stars twinkle as the dirge-like ancestral music of the Indians echoes through the solemn stillness of the night.
The Chickasaw, Choctaw,
I know already you don't have...
and Seminole tribes were considered to be the primary
JK, you're not ugly.
that white
You're
settlers
beautiful.
and African Americans had relationships with. The first four held slaves for various purposes, and in most cases they worked on large plantations or farms. The Seminole relationship with blacks, on the other hand, was quite different, and there was far less chattel slavery involved. Instead, black Seminoles were viewed as free men. Although they never seemed to gain complete acceptance into the Seminole Nation, they still enjoyed far more rights than African Americans in Indian country did. It can sometimes be difficult to determine who was part of a particular ethnic group and who was not. The question becomes much more complicated when a historical reparation payout of $56 million is added into the equation. We're referring to a conflict that arose in 2002 when the federal government awarded a huge settlement to the members of the Seminole Nation in Oklahoma. The situation had already become tense with regard to the acceptance of the black Seminoles into the tribe before that happened, and the money didn't make things any easier when it came to determining who got what. Many of the
Just
people
browsing.
arguing for inclusion
That's fine
pointed
by
out
me.
that there has been a long history of intermarriage between the black Seminoles and native Seminoles, and that the settlement should be rightfully shared.
Not
The black Seminoles
everything
attempted to sue the
Fenchurch
federal
sends
government
is
for their
safe
share,
to sell.
but in 2004, the United States Supreme Court ruled against them. The court held that the suit couldn't move forward without the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma being joined as a party. However, the Seminoles of Oklahoma refused to join, and as a sovereign nation, the court could not force them to. So what do you think? What other alliances would you like to hear about? Let us know in the comments below, and while you're at it, check out some of these other videos from our weird history.
Well, I take it back. Because I love you. Aztec religion explained.
The search term Aztec religion will
Looking
reveal
for
dozens
anything
of
in
bloody
particular,
pictures.
Guardian?
Dismembered bodies, hearts carved out of the chests of human sacrificial victims, their blood spilling down pyramids like a waterfall.
See, I like these legs.
Human sacrifice is the
If the
defining
ornament
feature
would have
of
been like
Aztec
this, I
religion.
would
And
have
the Aztecs
loved it
did
if it was
practice
symmetrical
human
boots and all that.
A lot of
But the
it,
fucking
as
thing
did
has
other ancient
something right
Mesoamerican
there.
cultures.
Let me look
But
at it again so I
no
can
religion
fucking
can
get
be
that
understood
stuff.
through one ritual. So, what do we know about Aztec religion, and why did they practice human sacrifice? When modern scholars say Aztec
Why do they have to add this? Take this off.
Mexican highlands from around 1300 to the
Like, it's already ugly with all this shit
Aztec is actually
dangling on the sides and all that. Why do they gotta do that? Why?
mythical homeland, Aztlan. These people
Aztlan.
did not call themselves Aztecs. The Aztecs were an alliance of three indigenous people groups: the Acolpa, the
I like the
Tehuanet,
shoulder
and the
pads, though.
Mexica. And when we talk about Aztecs, we're generally referring to that last group, the Mexica, because they were the dominant group living in the capital city, Tenochtitlan, a huge city on an island in the middle of Lake Texcoco,
Yeah.
which over
Well,
centuries
that's your
is
hunter
now
for you.
occupied by Mexico City.
Why is it like that? You see that little
Ethnic groups making up
thing?
the Aztec Empire spoke the Nahuatl language, which is why many scholars today prefer to use the term Nahuas to describe all of these Nahuatl-speaking ethnic groups. And to be clear, Nahuas still exist today. There are over 1 million Nahuatl-speaking people in Central America. Contemporary Nahua religion is heavily influenced by Catholicism, but they still practice indigenous religious expressions that deserve their own video. But in this video, I'll be focusing primarily on the Mexica, when they ruled the Valley of Mexico roughly between 1300 to 1521, when it fell to Spanish invaders. Much of what we know about Aztec
I do like this
comes from
helmet, though.
16th century Spanish sources, like those composed by Bernardino de Sahagún,
Like, it's just plain, it's just a face. A man with no.
studies on Aztec culture while living
So
in Mexico.
ugly. Well, yeah, I know. That's a
Florentine
hunter
Codex
for
is
you.
an important ethnographic study based on reports from native informants, and it includes a bunch of illustrations made by indigenous artists.
Yeah, I like
Even a
the
brief
aesthetics
study
of
into
this
the
helmet.
Aztecs, you've almost certainly seen
Bet I
some
won't
of
be
the
able to
images
get
from the
one
Florentine
with good
Codex.
stats.
But
Well,
as
if I do, I
important as
will
these
love it.
studies are, we need
Alright.
to realize that all of the information is being filtered through a European and Christian lens. Another caveat, much of what we know about Aztec religion could technically be called Aztec state religion. The religious expressions mandated and upheld by the ruling elite of Tenochtitlan. We know very little about Aztec domestic religion or folk religion, the type of religion I typically research. So,
I need to buy
be
some
accurate,
more.
most of this video focuses
It's
on
easy math,
large-scale
Guardian.
state
You
religion
got the
of the
silver,
Mexica,
everybody has
or
the
what the scholar of Mesoamerican religion, David Carrasco, calls the mystical military religion of the Aztec warrior class. This includes the sacrifices conducted by elite priests at their temples and the mythology recorded by their educated nobility. So, keep in mind while watching this video that we are examining a relatively narrow slice of time, a relatively narrow slice of Aztec society, filtered through the lens of Catholic writers like Bernardino de Sahagún.
Wait, I don't have an exotic on. Son of a bitch.
Aztec religion was polytheistic. There are way too many gods in the Aztec pantheon to cover thoroughly in this video, as many as 200 according to some sources, but we'll focus on a few major ones. The scholar H.B. Nicholson argues that the Aztec gods can be categorized into three loose clusters. First, what he calls celestial creativity / divine paternalism gods. This would include the divine couple that created the universe, sometimes conceptualized as a dual supreme god called Ometeotl. The second category of gods is rain and agricultural fertility, which includes, most importantly, the rain god Tlaloc. The third is war sacrifice, nourishment of the sun and the earth gods, which includes the feathered serpent Quetzalcoatl, underworld gods like Mictlantecuhtli, and Huitzilopochtli, who was basically the Aztec patron god. Aztec lore remembers him as the one to lead the Aztecs from their homeland to Tenochtitlan, while Quetzalcoatl is known from other Mesoamerican by war sacrifice, nourishment of the sun and the earth gods. The Aztecs believed that the universe, throughout cosmic history, had passed through 4 ages, each time ending in the collapse and recreation of the cosmos. An amazing archaeological discovery, a massive Aztec sunstone, depicts these 4 ages. It dates to the early 1500s, right before the Spanish arrival, and had been buried in Tenochtitlan after the city fell before being discovered a few hundred years later in 1790. In the center is the sun god Tonatiuh, who presides over the 5th age, and around him are 4 boxes depicting the 4 previous ages. We now live in the 5th age, which needs to be maintained and stabilized by nourishing the sun, earth, and rain. Via rituals such as processions, fasting, purification, dressing in costume as the gods, and, famously, practicing blood sacrifices, which we'll return to later. The Aztecs also followed a 365 solar cycle and a 260-day ritual cycle. These 2 calendars aligned every 52 years, which, at that time, they celebrated the new fire ceremony to renew the cosmos, which involved destroying
my teacup.
Before lighting a new fire on a sacrificed victim. So, this category of war sacrifice and nourishment gods reflects this Aztec vision of the cosmos, and the associated rituals performed to maintain the cosmos during the 5th age. Okay, so those are the 3 main categories in the Aztec pantheon. But even these categories are too simplistic. Some scholars might even say misleading. See, we're very accustomed to talking about gods as specific persons with discrete powers, domains, or attributes. Partially because Western pop culture feeds us a lot of stereotypes about the Norse and Greek gods. Everyone knows Thor, he's the god of thunder. Ares, he's the god of war. Specific human-like beings with specific domains, thunder and war. But this is not necessarily the most accurate way to talk about Aztec gods. The identities of Aztec gods, their functions, and their attributes were fluid. We see this in the Nahuatl word Teo, which is translated as God. We have already seen this word in the names of certain Aztec gods, like Teo, the creator god.
Alright, I'm back.
As sacred power. Because of this, some scholars of Aztec religion argue that we shouldn't even categorize these gods as personalities, but more in a pantheistic sense. Gods are forces and powers moving through the cosmos, rather than discrete personalities. So let's take Tlaloc as an example. Sure, he is associated with rain and storms, but it would be way too simplistic to call him the god of rain. We could also say he is the force or power manifested in things associated with rain, like moisture, fertility, or the destruction caused by storms. Related to this, yes, we could say that Quetzalcoatl appears as a feathered serpent, but his identity sometimes blends in with Ometeotl as a creator god. Quetzalcoatl also appears in the persona of the wind god, whose persona also blends in with Tlaloc. Quetzalcoatl also appears as human wisdom and skill, and in the night sky as the planet Venus. So we can see that Aztec gods have multiple aspects. Aspects that, according to the scholar Tlaloc, blend into each other and defy any clear identification. Gods could also take the form of humans in the ritual of deity impersonation. Some Aztec rituals involved humans impersonating a god by dressing in costume. But as David Carrasco argues, deity impersonation was not like pretending to be a god in a Shakespearean play.
Glad your righteousness doesn't extend to commons.
The god. The Aztec pantheon was also very adaptive. When they would conquer a village, they would take the statue of the village god and store it in one of their temples.
Doesn't extend to
Scholars
commons.
interpret as the Mexica constantly adding new gods to the pantheon. After the Spaniards conquered the region and started forcibly converting the indigenous people to Catholicism, many Napa people adapted the new religion to their cultural frame of reference, referring to Saint Mary and Saint Anne by indigenous mother goddess names. It seems that gods gained or lost popularity over the centuries too, probably tied to the ebb and flow of political change. So, for example, right before the Spanish invasion, Aztec state-sponsored rituals revolved around Huitzilopochtli and Tlaloc. These two gods were enshrined in temples on top of a huge 90-foot-tall, pyramid-shaped building in the center of Tenochtitlan, now called the Great Aztec Temple, or the Templo Mayor. Here's an artist's representation of the Templo Mayor based on historical descriptions, and although it was destroyed following the Spanish conquest, you can still see the foundations preserved. Archaeologists have discovered similar dual staircase temples in other major Aztec cities. The Templo Mayor symbolizes one of the greatest myths associated with Huitzilopochtli. According to Aztec mythology, when he was still in his mother's womb, his sister, Coyolxauhqui, tried to attack his mom in league with her 400 brothers. But as soon as Coyolxauhqui attacked, Huitzilopochtli emerged from the womb armed for battle to defend his mother. According to the myth, he killed Coyolxauhqui, decapitated her, and then threw her down Mount Coatepec, Serpent Mountain, her body breaking apart at the bottom. In 1978, while digging at the foot of the staircase leading up to Huitzilopochtli's shrine, electrical workers discovered a huge monolithic stone depicting Coyolxauhqui, decapitated and dismembered. Chemical analysis has revealed it was painted something like this, with Coyolxauhqui in a pool of blood. This huge monolith of the dismembered Coyolxauhqui, situated at the base of the stairs leading to Huitzilopochtli's temple, seems to reflect this myth, symbolically transforming the staircase below his shrine into the slopes of Serpent Mountain itself. And sure enough, the Aztecs called this temple Coatepec, and to this day we can see stone serpents built into the stairway's base. Thus, the Templo Mayor was an axis mundi, the center of the Aztecs' world and mythology. So, now that we talked about the gods, or divine forces in the Aztec pantheon, what about humans? According to David Carrasco, one of the most pervasive notions in Aztec religion is the sacrality of the human body and its potential to return its energy to the cosmos. What does he mean by the energy of the human body? Well, the Aztecs believed that the human body was a sacred reservoir of divine forces called tonali and teolia. Tonali was an energy or gaseous substance that the Aztecs thought resided in the head and hair. They believed that the creation god, Ometeo, sends it into the head of a fetus while in utero. Tonali derives from the verb to make warm with the sun, or to irradiate, and the Aztecs associated it with warmth as well as solar heat. Tonali was also responsible for your body's strength and health, which is why Aztec warriors are portrayed grasping prisoners of war by their hair, literally holding the person's reservoir of vigor and strength. Teolia, on the other hand, was thought to reside in the human heart, and is tied to human reasoning, perception, and understanding. Scholars describe this like a divine fire, a divine spark, or light matter, a force that was particularly strong in priests and people close to the gods. And when a warrior dies, the Teolia rises to the sun. Both of these powers were thought to permeate and saturate reality. They were not just housed in the human body, but resided in nature, like mountains and lakes, as well as temples, animals, plants, and objects. So, to summarize, the Aztecs viewed the human body as a composite of forces, or energies, literally residing in the body. We've also learned about Aztec cosmology. The universe is cyclical, going through phases of cataclysm and renewal. So, now that we know about these two concepts, let's turn to the infamous ritual of human sacrifice, which Isabel Locke calls a form of energy recycling, a way to nourish the gods with energy that the human body provided. Human sacrifice was widely practiced in Mesoamerica, but seems to have increased in
That's fucking
popularity
creepy.
between the 12th and 16th centuries among the Aztecs. As David Carrasco says, human sacrifice was not a random or occasional ritual, but these rituals were not all the same. There were upwards to 18 different ceremonies that involved human sacrifice, sometimes involving elite nobles eating the flesh of the sacrificed victims. According to the Spanish soldier Bernal Diaz, who was part of Hernando Cortez's army, some sacrifices included the dismemberment of Coyolxauhqui, with the victim having their arms and thighs cut off. But the most famous sacrifice was practiced during the yearly festival of Toshkat, which celebrated one of the creator gods, Lord of the Smoking Mirror. This was a god-impersonating festival. The priests chose a young, captured warrior who needed to be in perfect physical condition. They dressed him as an impersonator of the god and made him live among the people for a year. Then, after 1 year, the god impersonator was sacrificed at the Templo Mayor. The priest would cut out his heart and display his skull on a rack, which not only is depicted in a 16th century codex, but has also been discovered in recent years by archaeologists. While excavating at the Templo Mayor in Mexico City, archaeologists found hundreds of skulls perforated on the sides, direct evidence of the skull rack. 75% of the skulls were from men between the ages 20 and 35, but 20% were also from women too. Remember the importance of the head and the heart. The head functioned as the reservoir of the divine force Tonali, while the heart was the reservoir of Teolia, which they believed to rise up and replenish the sun after a warrior dies. Also keep in mind that the Aztecs believed that humans impersonating a god literally became the god. So during that year, the god Tezcatlipoca was thought to literally live among the people and was literally sacrificed as a god.
Yep.
Scholars have offered many different interpretations of Aztec human sacrifice over the past few years, often viewing it through a political lens as an institution that the elites of the empire upheld to exert power. So, because the Aztecs frequently sacrificed prisoners of war, some scholars tie the practice to expansionist imperial ideology, a warning to conquered neighbors or to intimidate rivals. Sahagun reports that rulers and nobles from neighboring cities were summoned to witness the rituals. So we can imagine the political ramifications of witnessing these rites. Others, like the archaeologist Michael Smith, suggest that human sacrifice was a form of
I'm listening to
terror. Public spectacles that
Aztec Religion
terrify
Explained.
the people and warn them against any sort of social unrest against the ruling elite. Still, others view it as a form of civic religion, a form of social cohesion in urban centers, as the common folk frequently participate in the ritual itself by preparing the victims for sacrifice. How then shall we begin to think about Aztec human sacrifice as students of religion? 40 years ago, the scholar of religion, Dr. Jonathan Smith, asked the exact same question, but for another
I need
religions,
to
the
check
Jonestown Massacre. On November 18, 1978, Jim Jones, the leader of the religious movement, the People's Temple, coerced over 900 members at gunpoint to drink a fruit drink laced with cyanide. Today, this massacre is the inspiration behind the famous phrase, drinking the Kool-Aid. When Smith wrote his article in 1982, only 4 years after the event, he noticed that no scholar of religion was trying to make sense of it. They were ignoring it. But Smith thought that this was abdicating the responsibility of religious studies academics.
Wait, what?
Even though this event was so heinous, so vile, he asked, how then shall we begin to think about Jonestown as students of religion? He argued that we need to banish the idea that Jonestown is too exotic for us to understand. Banish the idea that it's too exotic that we must simply condemn it without trying to understand it. We must be able to declare that Jonestown on November 18, 1978 was an instance of something known, or something we have seen before. In other words, quoting the Roman playwright Terence, I am human, and I think nothing human is alien to me. So in an effort to make sense of the Jonestown Massacre, Jonathan Z. Smith spends the rest of the article analyzing the movement's leader, Jim Jones, putting him in the context of charismatic and manipulative leaders of the past who had utopian visions of the future. I was trying to channel my inner J.Z. Smith in this video. by starting with Aztec cosmology, then moving to Aztec mystical human anatomy, before finally moving to human sacrifice. I was trying to make the unfamiliar familiar, placing the ritual in the context of world renewal ceremonies as well as in the context of political and military control. But let's turn to David Carrasco's perspective. As a Mexican-American scholar of Mesoamerican history, David Carrasco has been very open about what he calls Aztec moments. Moments when he remembered his native roots, that the indigenous people of Mexico, including the Aztecs, are part of his cultural history. In his book, Mesoamerican Religions, Carrasco writes that his first Aztec moment came when he was 13 years old, living in Mexico City. He visited the Museum of Anthropology and was mesmerized by looking at Mayan jade, dumbfounded by the huge Aztec calendar stone. He writes, "My feelings
Why can't I log in?
to grow. I became aware of a sharp inner conflict. I was feeling both a cutting shame and intense pride in my Mexican ancestry."
Damn
Having
right.
spent time in the United States before moving to Mexico, he was very accustomed to how American schools praise and romanticize the Greeks and the Romans. Our buildings look like Greek temples. Latin is inscribed on their walls. The ancient Greeks are praised as the founders of democracy and directly linked to American democracy. Mexico, on the other hand, in his words, is a country valued mainly for its defeats,
No,
jokes,
nobody else is with me.
folklore, and tasty food, but
Why, what's
not
up, babe?
for its civilization. But in the midst of these Aztec moments, Carrasco also recognized the importance of studying the Aztecs. Just like the Egyptians and the Romans, the Aztecs had artists, philosophers, kings, and architects who produced complex calendars,
I can log
monumental
into this.
architecture, artwork, and literature that Carrasco argues deserves to be counted among the great literature of the world. At the end of his introduction to the Aztecs, Carrasco strikes a positive tone. Despite the Aztec history of conquest and sacrifice, Carrasco sees that people today are reinterpreting pre-Columbian indigenous culture in the 21st century, especially in festivals like Dia de los Muertos in Mexico. If you'd like to learn more, I'm including a bibliography in the description below, and if you are a current Religion for Breakfast patron on Patreon, I'm launching a poll to vote on a future episode: Mayan religion or Incan religion. I've always been fascinated by Mesoamerican and Southern American religions in general. I'm very happy to research either of these topics, but I'd love to have the Patreon patrons decide, so what would you rather see? Join our Patreon here and cast your vote. Thanks, everyone.
I don't understand. What the hell? Just wondering. Hi. Listen to some beef.
Greetings, Guardians. My name is Bife here. So, we all jumped into the Helm yesterday and saw the workings of our new command center. It's pretty great, and of course our team is all working hard to get the new threat of Keitel and Urkabal under control. But something isn't right. One member of the team, who the rest don't know so well, has been heard in the back corridor of the Helm humming an all-too-familiar tune. A tune that goes like this. For those of you that don't know, that is Savathun's song, a viral chant that has been around in the game surreptitiously for almost a year now. I personally am of the opinion that this song will be the foundations of our ruin in Witch Queen, and regardless of whether that's the case or not, it has been referenced about 3 or 4 times at this point in the narrative. Bungie is clearly keeping this around for good reason. Before I talk more about this, I want to let you know about what I just talked about. My whole thing of stating that I think this will be the foundation of Ruin and Witch Queen, yeah, that's all speculation. Keep that in mind, because at the end of the video we are going to speculate a little bit more about that, and I'm going to expand on why I think that. But for the time being, I want to explain to you what we absolutely know to be true, and then later I'm going to tell you about the terrible potential of all this stuff. So, what do we know about Savathun's song, and why is it potentially scary that Crow is now singing it? Well, in order to understand where the song comes from, we need to go back all the way to the season of Arrivals, and then go back even further to find the earliest references to it. We first learned about Savathun's song back in the season of Arrivals, back when Eris and the Drifter could be heard holding this conversation at the end of the Contact public event.
Hey, Three Eyes. Shax says you sang him a little ditty.
What?
Shax, Chunky Titan, One Horn. Did you sing him a song on the moon?
What a senseless question.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Stay off this channel. Should I need you, I'll call. Wait.
I didn't hang up.
Does that oaf still keep that skull with him?
In the tower? Yeah, hangs it over his spot. I wouldn't have tangled with that thing.
Desperate times. This Lil Ditty. Did it go?
That would be the one. What is it?
Savathun's song. It's a viral chant. It can never be unheard. Now that Savathun has announced herself, relics of the dark across the system have begun to awaken. Tell Shax to remove that skull immediately.
Sister, I already tried.
What did that oaf say?
No.
This gives us the context of what Savathun's song actually is. It's a viral chant that cannot be unheard. Scary stuff that only the true Witch Queen of Deception could honestly muster. But this is in fact not the first time we've heard it. Back in the Season of Dawn, we saw the Devil's Ruin exotic quest surface from the Sundial, which took us on an adventure back to the old battlefield of Twilight Gap. When we saw the quest end, Shax and Saint were left in a long discussion, most of which was certainly entertaining but not too relevant. But at the end of the conversation, it did result in Shax unwittingly singing something to the tune of Savathun's song. Here's the conversation in its entirety, just so you have all the context.
And you still owe me Glimmer. In my defense, you were dead. And I don't make much as Crucible Handler. You know, when I walk the streets of the city, the children demand I carry them. I do so, but I ask them to sing me a song. A song of their people. No, I refuse. Then you can pay me. A Titan is only as good as his word. But I don't know any songs. Make something up. Let me see. Eris hums a few bars on the moon. How did it go?
Alright, I gotta do some phone calling, babe.
It's made of cheese. That is awful. It's not my song. It's Eris's.
However, even with this isn't the first time we've heard this tune, and why? Because if you go all the way back 1 year and listen to the launch screen of Shadowkeep, what do you
Be
hear?
right back. Just invited me to a party. Hi, babe. Sorry, I just... So pissed. Oh, this is a time when I get invites. Alright, time to join Cheese Dog. Yeah, like, I got locked out of my account because I was putting my password and everything and it wasn't working. So, fuck it. Alright, BRB, babe. Yo.
So it says forging hammer approving.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to go to the ground because I have 42 of 42.
Go on the hammer
So
of proving, press triangle.
Yeah, it's full.
Alright, press triangle on the hammer of proving, and then there's like a little slot where you're able to put a rune. Do you remember the chalice?
I think so. Where we used to change it to get different stuff.
Yep. Now you put that
hammer
in...
approving?
Yeah, hammer
So when
approving.
I go over it, it says a challenger medallion containing a simple etched rune on its surface that represents the concept of tribute from honor. Destroy a tribute chest in the Battlegrounds playlist to earn a hammer charge.
Yeah.
So I haven't currently applied.
Alright, so now you go to the directory, and then you go to the Vanguard Strikes, and then you should be able to
sniper.
go. Oh, then there you go. That's what you gotta keep doing.
The Far Future, and I got I did all my stuff, Raph. So on my Hunter. So I did Crucible, Van Gambit. See these cat ears I got on?
Man, fuck your cat ears. I just started this character like I just logged in. Hell yeah. Be hating. What up, Sandwich? Yo, babe. What's up? Hi. Sorry, Susie is watching the chat, so... I mean, she's watching the stream, so... If you hear me saying...
Where's Susie? Where's Susie?
She's at work. Are you able to hear Sandwich and Shaz, babe? Trying to see. I don't know.
So we're gonna go do that thing, Raph. We're gonna go to the hammer charging.
Alright, that's fine. See if I can go in.
No, it says you need request challengers proving.
It says
upgrade. You're starting a new one? You're starting a new one, Raph?
Hold up.
Okay, go do that.
It says upgrade require. With PlayStation Plus, you can join fire teams and engage in cooperative competitive. What?
You what level are you, dog?
1290 on my Hunter.
What the fuck?
Susie said she cannot hear you, Sandwich.
For what?
She cannot hear you. I think it's because you don't have your voice to be shared whenever somebody's streaming. You go to... Good questions. Let me see. To the actual party chat, the party screen. Oh, sorry. Yeah, and then should be under party settings. Allow you. Yep. Babe, Sandra said fuck off.
I did not, and she knows better.
Oh shit. I seen you on this earlier. How far did you get? You.
Oh yeah, I finished the Lost Lament.
Nice. Now we'll do optimal DPS on HX whenever we do that, right? Ches, where you at?
I don't know if I like this skin for Park.
Right here. I don't like any of those skins for any of those. I don't like any of those characters from Cold War.
She said, yeah, I can hear you now.
I like Park, and then I have a really cool one now. For
Give me leadership,
the
Chaz.
Russian lady, the blonde.
The Russians.
Yeah, they're just too old school, too weird for me. I like what I got.
Chill, dog. Alright. Where do I even go to?
Oh, they added a new one for Modern Warfare. It's this.
I wish I wouldn't have bought that guy. It's ugly.
When did the season on that started?
It hasn't yet.
Oh, it hasn't yet?
No, because they might do, like, I heard they might do 8 to 10 million fucking, like, Warzone.
Really?
But it'll be a different game like they do the 3, like the Quick Rebirth Island. If you got 10 people on your team, holy shit.
Mm-hmm. Susie said fuck off sandwich? No, JK,
No,
she said hi. She said hi, Nicole. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Have you done anything for this season, Sandwich, or no?
This is the first day that I got on it, to be honest with you.
Oh, really?
Since it started.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And when is the season on Call of Duty starting? It started already, right? You guys said?
No.
I think that season 2 drops, I think, in what, a month, maybe? Less than?
Maybe Tuesday, maybe a month, because there's so much shit that it goes into it. Like,
I get back on Destiny. I was just checking to see who was on.
Excellent. We got a full fire team.
Ooh, I got an Umbro. What the fuck?
Pick up a message from Terracon.
Legs. Get the fuck out of here.
Are we doing a raid tonight?
Oh, we can. Babe, you want to do a raid? Well, you heard her, so you tell me, babe. I'm done with whatever. I don't work until tomorrow, so.
I don't work until 11 tomorrow, so. Thursdays are usually. Every other Thursday is usually when I can do a raid.
Well, both of you guys are on. That's 3 with me, 4 with Susie. We just need 2 more. I'm pretty sure we can get Design and either D or somebody else to join us.
That's if I might not be home. I might go to my brother's.
Chill, dog.
Birthday party. It's Logan and Jaden's birthday today.
Chill, dog.
We got Logan some Jordans. Dude, I'm not going to be here probably. I don't know.
Bruh, chill. They're supposed to be celebrating your birthday, not their birthday, dog.
It's their birthday today. It's the 11th.
Wait, your birthday's today, Chad?
No, it's Logan and Jaden.
Oh.
Well, I got him some J's.
Míralo. Chaz over here with that J money and shit.
Nah, these, dude, I get fucked. They were
on sale.
65.
Oh, okay.
I get a 30% at Foot Locker and.
Oh, that's because of CTA?
Military.
Oh, that's right.
My bro was like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "What? You've never told us about this discount." I'm like, "So?"
I would have just not said shit, dude.
I wouldn't have told anybody about it because now everyone's gonna hit you up.
No one's gonna hit me up for shit. I'm gonna just tell them to fly a kite.
Go fly a
kite.
So
I finally went and got my hair colored.
Again. Alright.
Again,
I didn't. The last time I colored it was October.
Again. October's a few months ago.
October was like 5 months.
A few months ago. Alright. Alright, right. A few months ago, right now.
A few months ago. Alright.
I got my cat. Alright.
Well done.
You got your cat.
There's
Chill,
a bunch
dog.
of new stuff.
I wish that was the end of it.
Is there
Okay, so I think I'm a dummy because I guess I don't understand what a what a melee final blow is and how to do it.
Just punch him.
Yeah, pretty
How
much.
do I
Thanks to the
punch him?
information you recovered, we know this.
Like, you
Former
know your
members
melee?
of the Red Legion and other leaderless cabal are all competing for a seat on Kaito's role.
You're,
Like, you know, like
if
a
you
punch,
you
like a
have
melee,
default
like
controls,
R3.
right?
I'm assembling a
What?
team to take out her
You have
aspiring
default
commanders.
controls, right?
Lord Saladin will act as
No.
field commander and Osiris.
No.
I inverted my R1, R2. That's otherwise everything else is
appointed a
the
new
same.
hunter
Alright, so it'll be your
to be your
Raph, look at this bow.
R2 or L2 depending. Hold up, Joe.
You haven't let me pay for any of this.
Okay.
Oh
maybe
shit, these guys are
If
over
you
here.
want to repay me, keep that mask
See that bow,
affixed
dog?
to your face.
Man, chill with that bow, dog. You ain't know nothing about that bow life.
I know what
It's
for.
called the Imperial
This is
Needle.
what it takes to make a difference. I'm in.
Killing
I
one,
do
opening
have
top.
to do
That's dope.
Under the skies
Strikes.
more times than you know. Now I am
Strikers. I'm done
I
with
have to
whatever.
get 7,500 points.
patience and
Yeah,
caution.
I'm done with whatever. Susie said, sure, if we have people, General or D, can help with the raid as well.
They think their tank is a show of
So yeah,
strength, but it is no Iron Bull.
I'll leave it to Susie to
Saladin
schedule all
will hold
that.
the lines so
Right, babe?
attention can be directed elsewhere. Names are needed. Examples. My friends
this
in the
guy's
Reef have
mad.
been talking. At
So
this
people
point,
don't see his
Red Legion
face.
commanders are either brutes or
But it's not even the face, it's like
Not
he
the time for
sounds,
subtlety.
he has the same voice.
Dude, he got cowboy boots on.
I know, he does. Fuck, man.
Look at those things.
Perdition at.
His other boots were better, dude. The ones that he was using last season?
He got chaps on?
Yeah, he has chaps.
Assless chaps, alright.
Alright, just like Chess likes it. Alright.
No, that's what you wear for Susie, dog.
Chill, dog.
Assless chaps.
Assless chaps.
Raph's in the room looking for him now with his flashlight out, like, where the fuck
Chill, dog. Oh yeah, I let that for me. Hey, what the hell happened?
Wait, I can finally go to the
You gotta
tunnel.
go talk to this dude again, don't you? Don't you gotta go interact right here?
I did already, but it's not. I
Again.
guess. Oh, hold up. It's not. They're not showing my Umbral Ingram, so I need to do whatever.
I noticed that they added, they changed a few things. So like on
Pacific says,
Europa, they added a
UFC
third
Chess,
waypoint.
what's up? Oh.
What you said?
Chiz, what's up?
What did they change?
They added a third waypoint on Europa.
Oh yeah. They did say that they were gonna add that. It's super
And
good.
then they also, now when you scroll over the lost sectors, it tells you what they are.
Oh, the names?
Yeah, so it didn't
No,
do that before for me.
That's actually once you go through them, then they'll tell you what the name of the last sector is.
Seriously.
What'd you say?
Why would they tell us that before?
Okay. Well, I'll join up on you. So I'm done over here. Alright, so what are we doing?
I don't know. I'm already...
I'm going to the perdition.
What are you doing in the perdition?
That's a good question.
Oh.
I am doing...
Oh, I still have the
Stasis sealed chest. And then I'm
Damn,
also
who got the
trying
Shy
to
Town?
emulate. I need 6 more.
The Crypt of Darkness complete. Umbral Decoder and Prismatic. Okay, I need a freaking Umbral Engram first. Alright, so what am I supposed to do then?
Okay. Well, fuck, I was gonna do the fucking shit.
What shit?
I want to go slam that fucking box.
Alright, we can do that. Just give me a second.
What box are you slamming?
It's for the new season. If you do a quest, you gotta go slam a box.
I got a night watch with Snapshot Demolitionist.
Chill, dog. You ain't got shit.
Then I got a...
Tell him, Sandwich, that he ain't got shit.
I got a fucking GN7 rifle.
Chill, dog. You ain't got
like
shit.
The new bow.
Cloak, so I'm
You see that cloak?
pretty
What cloak?
upset about that.
My Batman cloak.
Chill, dog. Wait, Sandwich, you said you're upset about that?
Yeah, I want a cat fucking cloak.
Oh, you gotta do the Lost Sector. I mean, the Lost Sector, the dungeon.
That's what it is.
From the dungeon.
Dude, we did. Me, Susie, and Design did a dungeon.
It's RNG?
Yeah. The hunt, whatever.
Alright, well, I'll give you the leadership, Ches, and then we go from there, because I need a thing. DN Design, you guys want to do right today. I just read what she said. Where the hell are you? That is me. I'll give you the boot.
You ain't Spider-Man, dog.
Chill, dog. Call me Raph Morales, dog.
Raphael Morales. It says requires quest progress challenges proving.
Then you are able to do it by yourself. I can't do it because I need a freaking engram bullshit. So fucking annoying. What the fuck do I gotta do over here?
Hand cannon, scout rifle. Ooh. I don't got it. Hold on.
Let's see, let's go to the battleground.
A lot of these
Wait, Chaz, join me real quick.
Where you at?
I'm in orbit.
Oh my god, this fucking controller.
What happened on your controller, Doug? Let's go do this. Wait, Sanders, you want to join us in the battleground?
Yep, I just had to get to this Lost Sector real quick to find that chest. Get ready to leave.
Alright. Cause Chaz needs to smash some shit.
Box.
Smash a box.
Smash a box. Alright, alright!
Okay, so a final blow is where they die with one hit, right?
Yeah. That they're dying by whatever it's telling you. Melee, you kill them, you hit them with one punch, and then they die. Did I pay my insurance?
What hand cannon do you use? What hand cannon do you use for your energy weapons?
Hand cannon for my energy?
Yeah.
Posterity. Until I get the one from Gambit, I'm not really adding anything. Let's see. Oh. Melee final blow is cleaned by punching enemies. That's what Susie said.
Yeah, all you gotta go do is punch somebody.
I'm trying to. I got them all low health, so I just... Fuck, then I just finished them.
No, just run up to him and start fucking slugging him. Don't even shoot.
Tell Nicole that please, baby, if she's still confused. I did. I read it out loud, babe.
So they're not... None of them are working.
I think you have to have your melee charge. Could be.
But what does she gotta kill with it? Does she just kill anybody, or does she gotta kill a type of enemy, or...
Well, maybe it's not.
What gaming? What are you supposed to be in? Are you supposed to be in a strike? Are you supposed to be in a Crucible? What is it?
Empire
Hunt. Against any combatants on Europa.
So in Europe, you just gotta fly to Europe, go to Ireland, knock them out.
Can I not be in a thing then?
In a lost sector? I don't think so.
Dude, we can still use the ancient gospel.
Yeah.
I got slide shot, swashbuckler. I got accurized, outlaw, swashbuckler with range.
I'm gonna start this. Swashbuckler with rangefinder, you said?
Yep.
Damn.
I have kill clip, outlaw, accurized with range.
Well, shit.
Which one?
So swashbuckler with range, and what's the other one?
So there's one's kill clip, outlaw, accurized rounds with range.
Okay.
There's another one with swashbuckler, slide shot, rangefinder, and then there's one with
PvP.
Then there's one with swashbuckler, outlaw, accurized, rangefinder.
For PvP use or PvE?
Whatever.
PvP, keep the kill clip rampage one. For whatever, just use the one with swashbuckler and not slide shot, the other one.
Oh, the other one, the swashbuckler, outlaw.
Yeah.
And accurized with range.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna carry that. Put it in the hip.
Chill, dog. Where's my bow, dude? Oh, dude, I did the lost sector earlier for the new chess piece.
Hold on, I got the Devil's Run.
The Devil's Run, dog?
Did they give you the Devil's Run?
You did the season which had it.
That shit got outlaw on it?
Didn't even know. I don't know.
Whatever, dog. It's all good. Where we at?
Oh, we need unstoppable, no?
They've erected a
Stop on the other thing. Hand cannon, scout rifle. Too slow on the reload. God. Boy. Ooh. The triangle one. What's the triangle one called?
Anti-barrier?
Yeah, anti-barrier and a square, the box.
I'll join you in a moment, let me check.
Oh, hell no. Did he say Chicago?
Who said Chicago?
Seriously.
Where am I supposed to be?
You just gotta kill shit right now.
I can join you. I give up.
No, let's pull out and get it in.
Or if you guys are starting, I don't.
It's okay. We just started. Lol, Devil's Ruin, she said. Alright. We're in orbit right now.
You don't like my Devil's Run or what?
She said, fuck your couch, dog. Yo, why is your speed so high, dude? Level that shit down.
Who?
You!
I don't fucking know, dude. Just don't worry about my fucking outfit.
Motherfucker, take like 2 speed stats and put like grenade or super or even
Dude, why are you
resilient.
using the Armatura?
The Armatura?
Dude, I need 117, dog. Cause that is...
What are we doing?
The Battlegrounds.
Not a motherfucking thing.
Have I ever done a battleground before?
You should have at the beginning of when you logged in. They made you like go in and do it.
Oh, I think I left.
Oh, okay. Well, this is the seasonal. This is the seasonal thing.
Oh, I was like, I know what this isn't by myself. Bye.
Latest.
But it won't let you do it?
No, I backed out. I left. I didn't. I chose.
Yeah, so this will continue her actual stuff. Ooh. Do I want to use the helmet or do I want to use the face?
What shall I have equipped? Does it matter?
I think...
Void?
I think since it's not the playlist one, Chess, I don't think we have to worry about anti-variant unstoppable. Yeah, just kill shit. Just have shit that nukes stuff.
Have the Xeno.
Are we playing against other people or is
No, this is just PvE.
Activity.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put this on. Oh, come on, load.
We just gotta kill shit.
Yeah.
Prepared for our
Wait,
arrival.
we're walking?
They've erected a proving ground outside that massive
You can
tank.
pull out your car if you want. Shit. Susie got a little. You gotta see the little racer. Race car guy with his helmet.
I'll join you guys in a sec. I am just putting some mods on.
We have to find a key.
No, just kill stuff.
Yeah, just kill
Well, it
stuff.
says 3 keys to access.
Yeah, like once you kill stuff, you'll
Okay. They don't say that
one of
shit
the
on my-
dudes will drop.
All it says is stop the fuck cable.
The cable.
Shoot them caballos. Alright, I gotta switch this.
Alright, I'm coming. Swapping grenades.
Oh shit, there it is. Oh shit.
What are we killing?
This big guy.
Everything and anything?
He's done. Now kill this.
Like that?
Yeah, grab that and then we gotta kill a couple more.
Did I grab it? No, I didn't grab anything.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I grabbed an access code?
Yeah. And now we just gotta find like 2 more.
Guy right here. Can I only grab one access code?
No, you can grab multiple. It's team based, so whatever you grab, we have. Yes, run into my ice storm. Man, who's this ballerina over here? Oh, you're the one. I'm like, who's this person just pirouetting everywhere?
Oh no. What's that? What's an Umbral Ingram?
That it's a new Ingram that you can focus to get loot from either this season or just random loot. And that's the whole gimmick of this whole season. Did you guys click on the thing over here? Oh no, we need 3 axes.
Whoa.
So we got 2 so far, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't even have to use the scout rifle and stuff?
Not right now. Chill, dog. Alright, now we
Okay, I
can...
have all 3 of them?
Yeah, now go right here.
step, it says calibration. Full gamut, higher tier order.
Just complete.
No way.
You're going to face heavy resistance
This
up
one?
ahead.
Yeah, we're gonna finish this.
Remember,
What the
do
fuck
not
is all I
hold
had to
back.
do?
Yeah, now you just gotta do shit on.
As they did to us.
Like, just do playlist.
Before I did all the events. Before I did all my fucking stuff.
Is there like
Yeah.
a bounty that I was supposed to grab for this thing?
You'll get him as soon as we finish this. Since you haven't done your first one, you can't access the place, I think, yet.
Oh, but it still says, I still gotta do this though. That's for the a different quest.
That's for the catalyst for the one bow.
Oh yeah, that's for the cat. Oh yeah, you're right,
On this portion, we gotta kill some of the commanders that they will drop a bomb, and then you gotta jump over here. There's 3 locations. See these generators by Wrath? They we gotta throw a bomb at him. But you gotta throw him like right on the middle of it, like looking at this portion.
Yeah, don't slam it.
Hey, heavy. So apparently they're supposed to add more maps to this, so there's only 2 right now. This ice one, this one, and an ice
So
one
I
in
have to grab
Europa.
this bomb right here that I'm gonna get pretty soon.
Yeah, you kill this guy with the diamond over it. Said grab the bomb,
Okay.
and then throw it
And
at
then
this.
Oh, I throw it?
Yeah. And boom.
Oh.
Oh, man.
I just saw heavy ammo. Where did it go?
Head drop off. Alright. Where's this diamond dude?
There on the hill.
On me?
Did they shoot Umbros at me?
Things. I grabbed this one. Hopefully I hit it right. Boom. One more. Ooh. You said they're shooting Umbros at you? What the heck?
Yeah, I love them sort of payloads so they go flying.
Hell yeah. Behind you, sandwich.
Did you open that box on the season pass?
Who, me?
Oh. First box?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got the bow?
Yeah.
You know you shoot it from the hip, it seeks them.
Oh.
It like comes up as like a target.
Mm-hmm. Like a primer. Oh.
She missed it.
It's okay.
Did I
Kill
really?
the dog. It's okay. Kill the dog. Okay. Dog has been killed. I'll grab it.
Well, let me check out for that bomb.
Never mind. Killed the next dog.
Did you miss it too?
Yeah. Alright, grab the bomb.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this.
I shot it from the side.
Nope.
Chill, dog. Put that flashlight away, dog. You gotta save the batteries, dog. You're gonna need that shit to check your train, dog.
Now, begin the rite of proving.
Alright, now we go to this box, and then we put on the next encounter. On this one, you're just gonna have ads spawning at all times. We gotta kill certain ads. Certain dudes whenever the main boss gets a shield in order for us to do damage to him. And the guy on blue, that's the guy we're looking for. Alright, kill the guy that just spawned over there in the back. Babe, don't fall asleep. Yeah, now we continue doing DPS to the guy in blue. Alright, now we kill another guy. On me. Alright, now we finish him. Careful with the ads. Where is this guy?
Told you the Tampa Bay was gonna win.
And boom.
Boom.
I don't know if the boxes are gonna spawn for you, Chuz.
Cabal defenses are hardened around the
Because we need you need to do it on the playlist.
Oh.
So let me see. Did I get an emerald out of this?
Oh, I got like a floppy disk. I'm like, oh, no.
What do you mean a floppy disk?
Right here, look at this floppy disk right here. On the back of it. The end of it.
The red wall?
That thing?
Yeah, it's a floppy disk.
That's the ammo, dog.
After Siva.
Fucking ammo.
That's the well, that's your floppy disk. The way the ammunition of that shit is floppy disks.
That shit floppy disk.
She did.
Oh, so is this a new
Ooh, I got some candy. My bro Rose is getting me some gummy
coming down from their mountain?
Chill, dog.
You'll know when we do.
I look forward to it.
Alright, so now for sandwich, you're probably gonna have to go to
She gotta go talk to her.
Yeah, the helm.
Which is in the tower, right?
Sorta. The way you access it is through the tower, but you don't have to go to the tower. It's its own, like, loading space.
I haven't played. Last night was the first night that I played with Sean and Sarah in like a week.
Yeah. What happened? What happened? What happened? You just, were they asking where you been or what?
Well, I just kind of needed a break. So I just played with like random people, and I made a new friend. So.
What?
There you go.
So that's how we get. Oh, okay.
My boy Kid Clay.
Can that are we going to Nessus?
That's where we were.
Oh, okay.
Can continue
So
this until I get a freaking engram.
Are we doing it again then?
What does your thing says to do?
I have to just defeat combatants on Nessus.
Are you reading a quest? Are you reading the quest or a bounty?
I think it's a bounty.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a quest right here. Is this quest?
Oh, like you have these two characters over here having a conversation.
A limited use prismatic lens with the ability to focus on
examples. My friends in the reef have been talking. At this point, Red Legion commanders
I have
are
2
either
of those
brutes or braggarts.
things now.
Not the type for subtlety. They want
Should I
titles,
wait to
attention.
use them when I'm higher level?
To direct our fury.
Wait to use what?
Vacuum and show the Cabal
The
the path they've
the Ingrams?
Dismissed.
No, use them now. If you have the engrams, use them
In
now.
the field. Huh. I'm starting to get the impression you all like having me around.
Such a cocky motherfucker.
Man, I've been talking this whole fucking time, dog.
What happened?
I've been
dog?
like, yo,
What's
Saturday, I got these fucking birds, dude. What's up? Hey,
Yo,
Susie,
dog.
what do you think of this cape? What's up with this cape I got? What's up with this cape I got? Hold up. Let me go find you one. Oh, nope, not here. Nope. Looks like you're gonna have to go get one yourself, player.
Just
Hold
with
up, I
them
got these cannons.
stormtrooper.
I got these cannons and I got these birds. Hold on. Dance moves.
Fucking yes. D hasn't answered us. He's probably working still, but I'm still trying to figure out why the fuck they're not giving me a fucking umbrella engram. Susie said I hate you, Chuz.
Okay, where are you at? I want to see your cat costume.
He is hiding, alright.
Hold on, making a dance video on this with this fucking hunter.
Okay.
Fucking Chuz. Pick up a message from Terracon the helm. I did already. He's a
I'm a firm
prismatic
believer in
caster.
you do you, so.
Right?
Funny.
There's nothing there. What about over here? What the fuck? So Bungie, are you telling me that I'm just stuck here with no fucking engrams and shit? Oh.
Okay.
Mysterious engram containing a
In
where?
battlegrounds, defeat with a sniper rifle. Okay, that's gonna be not fun. What's a linear fusion rifle? Because I don't think I've ever seen one of those.
Do you have the Arbalest?
I have no idea.
It's an exotic primary gun.
Probably not.
Go to options and then go to collections.
Options. Collections.
Go to exotic. And right there under kinetic, should be on the second page. No, it
First
has to be in the first page.
Arbalest?
Yeah. That's a linear fusion.
It says I have to reacquire it.
Yeah, because this is where, like, if you delete an exotic, a weapon, you're able to reacquire